Hello YouTube. I just finished moving basically, and so I'm in a different location, and I will have different plants here obviously. And I didn't move all too far, but this place is more I guess of a desert than the other one. Around the time of year that it should have some plants, you know. It's almost spring, I guess. No, it's going into winter right now. I'm gonna go find some plants right now. I'm not gonna be using any pocket knives or anything because I went on a hike yesterday and I got rained all over, and my knives are drying right now. I made a shelter in the rain. It was so awesome. And so I'm going to be using a pencil to get the stuff out of the ground, and I'll try to make a meal. I'm sick, and I'm going to try to make myself more healthy. So, see ya. That's a cat. I came out here. You know, I told you there's nothing around this time of year that should be around here. Well, I came out to see this. It's been raining a lot, as I said, while I'm drying my knife. But, look at this field. It is completely packed with freaking, whatever you call it. I'm just gonna call it grass. Yeah, grass, I guess. Yeah, it's a type of grass. I forgot the name, though. Yeah, it's just completely full, and I'm surprised about that. There's a cat over here, so I'll be back in a minute. It was just Hitler. This cat's name is Hitler. It was just him. You see this hole here? Well, this is his hole. He sleeps in this hole. Oops, wait, hold on. Yeah, he sleeps in this hole. I built it for him. But, one thing you might find a little strange, and that I find a little strange, is that there's coyote prints on top of this. That shows how strong it is, you know? I made a pretty good shelter. It's pretty strong, and, he sleeps inside there and everything. It's really dry inside there. I'm going to take some pictures in a minute. It's waterproof, obviously, because it rained and it's still dry inside. And I guess the coyotes were looking for him and they couldn't find him because he was inside there, which is very great to know. I'll take some pictures right now. I'm sorry, those pictures aren't very descriptive. They don't have much detail to what the house looks like inside, but that's the best I could really do because I'm not going to take it apart just to show you what it looks like, you know? That's what I could get through the hole. I got a little bit of dirt on the camera. Don't know if you guys can still see. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that's what he sleeps in. That last picture where they had the wood that had the wood in it, that's the roof. That's the roof. And, yeah, there's wood beams holding it up. You can see a little bit of water that seeped in, and that's not all too good. You don't really want that. But it is what it is. It keeps them warm, keeps them dry. It's fine with him, I guess. He's following me and meowing for some strange reason. Okay, I'll get back to you once I find a plant that I can find the name of and that is edible. Okay, this here is a stinging nettle. Those are edible. In certain times of the year, they're bitter tasting. If you're looking to make a lot of it, the best stinging nettles to get would be ones that are, I'd say, around 6 inches. And the thing is that the first 6 leaves, or so, around 6 leaves, are good tasting, like from the top down. But anything past that starts to be bitter because the further you go down, the older it is. So try to get ones from the top. If they're small like this, the whole thing, you can eat it. The stems, when it's around 4 or 5 inches, the stems are edible and very delicious. They're still edible after that height, but they're not too good, and it's hard to get the prickly thorns off. And If you don't get them off correctly, they can cause irritation to the throat, and you don't want that. Look at this plant here. I've eaten it before, so I know it's edible. It beats me what the name is, but if I recall correctly, it is, what's it called? Prickly lettuce, or something like that. Prickly lettuce. And it is very gross. You have to boil it for at least 10 minutes to eat it, to get those little prickly things off. If you don't get them off, just like the stinging nettles, it can cause irritation to the throat, which you do not want. And this over here is the same thing. Prickly lettuce, as far as I know. And same rules apply. This plant over here, wait, where'd it go? I'm trying to look through the camera and find it, my bad. It's right here. This is dandelion. Wait, let me zoom out. This is dandelion. How to identify the dandelion is it always has, most of the time it has those, either a yellow flower, or it has a white flower when it's the season is already over, like in winter time or something. Another way to identify it is when you peel off a leaf, white stuff will come out. I don't know if you can see this. This camera isn't all that great, but yeah, there's a little bit of white right there on the tip, and you can identify it like that. If you eat it just like this, it has a harsh taste, which I don't prefer. It's kind of tart and sour, and I don't prefer that. The way to get rid of that taste is to boil it for quite a while, or you can just lay it on a stick and put it over the fire, kind of keep it far away so they don't get dried up and get all crunchy and everything. But it'll cook the sourness out of it, the bitterness. And the root of the dandelion is edible. The leaves of the dandelion is edible. The yellow flower, everybody says it's poisonous, but it is edible. Just so you guys know, just for your information, I want you to tell other people and to know for yourself that the yellow flower is indeed edible. And if you don't believe me, look it up. You'll find a lot of results on Wikipedia and other resourceful information, and you can just find out that the yellow flowers are not poisonous. Don't search it up on answers.com, no, not on answers.com, Yahoo, or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, Yahoo. Don't search it up on that, because that's other people's opinion. That's what they say, you know. You can't believe them. Wikipedia, if they lie, you can sue them. So, it's not likely they're lying. Yeah, the root's edible, the leaves are edible, the flower's edible, the seeds are edible, the stalk is edible, everything on the dandelion plant is edible. This right here, I haven't told you about it, even though I've been walking past it this whole time. That's, I forget the name. I'm just gonna call it grass, like I said it earlier. Fucking cat, man. It's getting kind of annoying. Wait, hold on. This right here. Dude, man. Cat. Dude, hey, stop. Yeah, the root, if you pull up some of this grass, the white part near the root is edible. And they're not good. Too much of them can cause too much of them can be toxic. There we go. Too much of the root can be toxic. You can eat the leaves too. Yet again, too much of that can be toxic. Stepped on a sticker. Yeah, so watch out with that. I wouldn't recommend it either. It's not a survival food. I'll get back with you when I find more food. Right now I'm next to the freeway. That's where I live. So I'll get back with you once I find more food. Okay, I finally found stinging nettles. I knew they were in this area. We've been here a couple days. I've traveled around, and I found out they're over. Like, they're not in that grapevine, but as soon as I cross the corner, they're in this grapevine. I don't understand that. But these are stinging nettles. Oh, he's gonna touch them. Stupid. They're gonna itch you, man. Yeah, yeah, the stinging nettles are commonly referred to as the itchy plant, nettles, you know. The leaves, they're edible. You're probably wondering, well, some of you are probably wondering why I'm not getting stung. Some of you probably know. But the leaves are edible. Oh yeah, well, let me explain. I pulled the grain of the hair. I don't know if you can see this. The grain of the hair runs one way. It runs, on this video, it's going to run to the right. And you can look closely and see the leaves in person. And if you pull it the opposite way, you know, you can't get stung. So just go against, with the grain, so you can't get stung. You're not going against it and getting poked. It doesn't hurt too bad. It goes after, the sting goes away after a while. You can eat the stalk. The stalk, if it's pretty big, you can crush it with a rock and use it to tie together some things while you're boiling them or cooking them. It's completely healthy. Nothing in stinging nettles, as far as I know, can cause, is toxic. And, well, actually, I know that they're not toxic. It's just I don't know if large proportions can cause death or be even the slightest bit toxic. So you can eat this. You can eat the stalk. The stalk isn't too good. You can make string out of it for cooking. You can boil the roots. A lot of people don't do that, but it's because it's nasty. They don't taste like stinging nettles, but you can eat them. You can boil it into a tea. You can use it as a filler. Same thing with that grass stuff. You can use it as a filler in a food, just to fill you up. This can fill you up inside of it. On Thanksgiving, you can use it for the top of your turkey. You can put it on top of the turkey as a spice. The seeds are commonly used as spice rather than the leaves, but the leaves can also be used as a spice. Let me get deep down in here so you can just see how a patch of them would look. That's just stinging nettles all right there. Fucking cat, man. I'm sorry about my language. I don't know if there's any kids out there, but this cat is all up on me and won't stop bugging me. I don't know why. It followed me. Look, this is the freeway, man. My house is way over there. My house is like, boo! He followed me all the way from there. I saved him. He was like a stray cat, man. I saved him, and now he's doing this to me. This is, God, I forget the name. This is, I don't remember the name. I'll get back with you right now. I'll remember the name. Believe you me, man. I'll remember, and I'll tell you guys. And there's this plant right here. I'll tell you the name of that too. Where is it? Right here. What the hell? It's not showing up on camera. Right here. This thing. There we go. Okay. So, peace out. Okay. I'm almost positive this is a smooth thistle. I'm almost positive. I'm 99 point, as many nines as you can say, infinity nines. Because a way to recognize burdock, what the hell? Smooth thistles is, the bundles of flowers. On dandelion, the flowers look like dandelion flowers. But on dandelion, it grows a flower by itself, and then it grows another flower, like, they're separate, This one is on one stem, and there's a bundle of flowers all together. That is a sign of smooth thistle. I should have looked more at the leaves, and, on the thistles that I've seen before, and, I recall that they look somewhat like a cop. There's a cop over there. But yeah, they look somewhat like dandelion. This does look a lot like dandelion right there. See that leaf right there? It looks a lot like dandelion. And so that's smooth thistle. You can eat the root, leaves, and flowers. That other one I was going to show you. I need to recall the name. So as I recall the name, you can look at these dandelion seeds. What the hell? These stinging nettles. There we go. You don't know why I'm laughing, but yeah. It's a Mariposa lily. This plant right here. I don't recall what part of it is edible. Ah, son of a bitch! That was stinging nettles doing their work. See, I'm just kind of ignoring the pain because I know it'll go away. Mariposa lily, it has a white flower. It looks a lot like, what do you call it? White clovers. It looks a lot like white clovers. The plant usually grows only about, 7 inches at most. They don't grow very tall at their tallest. More stinging nettles stinging me. Sorry about the cat and the camera. Stop! Stop messing with the camera, cat. Okay. Mariposa lily. It has leaves that look like this. I would describe the leaf as a young version, a young dandelion leaf. I would describe the Mariposa lily leaves as young dandelion leaves because they look a lot similar. I've seen videos where I want to know more about the plants, so that's why I'm trying my best to describe it very well to you, so you guys can find these plants yourself and try them out. I don't know what part of this plant is edible. I'm almost positive this whole plant is edible, and I'm sorry about this information that is basically useless because I don't know for sure, but I'm almost positive that the whole plant's edible, including the flower, the leaves, and the root. I'm gonna go home right now. I'm gonna look it up, and I will give you guys some information on that, if it's edible or not. The cat got some stickers in his foot, and he's not moving now. So I'm gonna have to go back and save him, and then I'm gonna give you some information on this. Oops. I'm gonna give you some information on that, and yeah, I'm gonna collect some plants, and I'm just gonna boil them all together. So no need in me showing you how to cook them. I'm just gonna put them all together. So yeah, it's kind of sad is he pissed. That's how much it hurt him that he peed. Wow. I feel bad. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna bring him home. So don't worry. I'll help him. Damn. There was just a bunny, and he got away. I shouldn't have been so noisy, I guess, because I have a trap right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in. See that string going down? There's a bunny path going across like that, and I set up a snare right there. And he was just right over there. And that's not too far away from my trap, which sucks. And just while I'm doing another portion of this video, I want to mention that anything you see inside of this video that you do at home is at your own risk, and you cannot use that against me that I'm the one who put this video up. By law, if I didn't say that, and you went out and ate a certain part of one of the plants that was poisonous and died, or got a bad disease, then you or your family could sue me for a lot of money. So I just warned you. So take precaution to what I just said, and make sure you're safe, man. I care about being sued, but I also care about other people's health, I don't want nobody to die because of my stupid decisions. So just watch out. And that's why I'm looking this up for you, so you can know what kind of plant this is. And, not know what kind of plant it is. It's a Mariposa lily, or whatever. Yeah, and just so you can know if it's poisonous or not, I'm trying to give you the most useful information. I'm just going to show you these tracks again here. I just want you to see more coyote tracks. I think they're pretty cool looking. Like this one right here. There's a cast out of that. Just fill it with some clay or something. So yeah, it took a while to get back home. This is my house. It took a while to get back here because there's stickers everywhere. I step on stickers constantly. I couldn't find my shoes, so I didn't bring no shoes, and I just took a shower, and my feet are dirty now. I'm supposed to be at school right now, but I am sick, so I decided to get my lazy ass up and get myself some plants so I can be healthier. You know, I'm gonna go back out and get more plants. I don't have much right now. I'm gonna get myself some more plants. I know I left the door open, but hopefully nobody got in here. There's my gigantic cat. I don't see nobody in here. Okay. Now let's search up some information. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cut this video. The only reason I always cut my videos is I don't know when this power is gonna run out. It doesn't have a battery or no shit. It doesn't have a battery sign on the screen or anything, so I don't know when it's gonna run out of power. Mary Postal Lily. Okay. Yeah. Spelled it wrong. Mary Postal Lily. Okay. This is... No. That's not it. Hold up. I'll be right back. Like I said, look it up for yourself. I got my information. I have many papers. What? The hell? Oh, those ones over here. I have many papers in my room also, but these ones I brought yesterday. I found out I was wrong about the name. It's shepherd's purse. I completely forgot, you know. And like, you know how I described the leaves as dandelion baby looking leaves? You know, like the dandelion leaves that are young? It looks like those. Well, on these ones, the giant leaves look like giant dandelion leaves, you know, the old ones. And this is the plant, shepherd's purse. And so I did indeed find it. That's the flower out there. More descriptive for you. This one's still edible, so it doesn't matter that I got it confused. It could just have a certain part that's, you know, nasty, poisonous or something. Okay, you can see this one right here. It looks a lot like dandelion. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if the camera is doing something weird because it's near a computer. I know it does different stuff when I download it onto YouTube. Onto YouTube. I spelled shepherd's purse wrong, but yeah, it's alright. Autocorrect. Okay, shepherd's purse. Uses, side effects. Okay, that thing. That's probably some good information. I have about a minute left of power, I'd say. There's this thing counting down, and I'm assuming that's it. Shepherd's purse is a plant. The parts that grow above the ground are used to make medicine. Shepherd's purse is used for heart and circulatory problems, including mild heart failure, low blood pressure, and nervous heart complaints. It is also used for headache, vomiting blood, blood in the urine, diarrhea, and bladder infections. Women use shepherd's purse for premenstrual problems, long periods, and menstrual cramps. Shepherd's purse is sometimes applied directly to the skin for nosebleeds. Superficial burns, and bleeding skin injuries. That's good. That's good. Okay, so it's counting. The camera's counting down. It's at 20 right now. So edible. Before this ends, I want to find out if it's edible. Shepherd's purse. All parts of the edible are edible. Okay, all parts of shepherd's purse are edible. So it is edible. That's it. It's almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1.